Live from our studios at One Television Plaza, this is WTAP News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Phyllis Smith. Turning to the weather, some snow flurries today. Meteorologist Kirk Greenfield joins us now with the first look at your forecast. Kirk?
Well, we had snow flurries that came through with a cold front this afternoon. As a result, the roads were rather slick. Now we're past sunset, and whatever's on the ground, as you can see along the levee here, is going to stick around. A beautiful view here as we take a look at the Jan Dills Marietta Skycam atop the Lafayette Hotel. We're at 26 degrees right now. It feels like 22. The relative humidity is 58%. The wind's out of the west-northwest at 6 in the barometer, 30.25 inches and rising. Well, we did have a snow squall warning for the eastern counties of us, including Wood County earlier, but that has melted away. As a result, we're looking at 8 o'clock tonight. Partly cloudy skies and 26. We're well below freezing, so whatever has gotten to the ground and melted has refrozen, making for some slippery roads. By midnight, we're at 24, and we'll still be partly cloudy. Now, we're not going to see much in terms of any additional precipitation, but we're going to be very cold this weekend. We'll talk about that when I return in just a moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Kirk. Wood County fire investigators have released the name of a woman killed in a fire Thursday afternoon. Misty Dawn Leisure died in the mobile home fire on Washington Gardens Court in Washington, according to a news release from the Wood County Sheriff's Office. She was 45 years old. The fire was reported to authorities around 2:40 Thursday afternoon. The news release says that a person driving by got out and freed a dog that was tied up on the porch. Volunteer firefighters from Washington Bottom, Lubeck, and Blennerhassett were on scene to put the fire out. Leisure was then found inside the trailer. The Wood County Sheriff's Office and the West Virginia State Fire Marshal's Office are investigating the fire. Denise Myers of the Mid-Ohio Valley Regional Airport has announced her resignation effective immediately. An emergency meeting was called today by Wood County Commissioner Bob Teebe. All members of the airport authority accepted the resignation of the now former airport manager. President Bill Richardson explains the direction the authority is looking to go in finding a new airport manager.
An intern from Fairmont State in their aviation program. We've discussed bringing back former employees as gap fillers. Before our last hiring, we had a committee to pick people. We narrowed it down to 3 choices.
The airport authority says there is no timetable for an official hiring of an airport manager, but they do not expect the decision to be made before the new year. The Parkersburg Memorial Bridge will be open sooner than we thought. The decision has been made to close the bridge for the rest of reconstruction. The United Bridge Partners expect this decision to accelerate the opening of the bridge to early fall 2023. Executive Vice President Ken Saliga says the bridge will now have new capabilities that will increase accessibility for all.
Which is currently low rated. That will no longer be low rated, so freight will now be able to go across the bridge, which wasn't really possible prior to the rehabilitation. So the improvements, the betterments, the aesthetic lighting is something that hopefully the city and the residents will become very proud about it from a civic perspective.
Saliga believes the completion of construction will help the Belpre and Parkersburg community come together. Today, we are taking a deeper look into the baseball and soccer fields resolution that Vienna City Council voted to pass. It's a measure that stirred up passionate pushback from members of the baseball community, both from parents and coaches. Recently, City Council voted to replace 3 Jackson Park ball fields for the sole use of youth soccer. Some locals fear it will force people to shut down programs and turn away more baseball kids. City Council members Kim Williams and Chris Mancuso held a town hall last night in which the resolution was discussed. They say they are hoping for a compromise. Before further action is taken, Williams and Mancuso say they want to get officials and baseball and soccer people together to discuss. The VRIA, aka the Vienna Recreation and Improvement Association, has faced criticism over how they handled the situation from the baseball community. They have been accused of a lack of effort to get input from people who would be impacted, as well as not being transparent. We have reached out to VRIA President Chuff Knopfsinger throughout the week, but he has not gotten back to us. We will have more details tonight at 10 and 11. A local business owner donated to the Children's Listening Place. Chad Nemesek owns several McDonald's in the area and is a board member for the Children's Listening Place. According to Executive Director Greg Collins, Nemesek made the donation as a way to help the center in more ways than one.
Wants to bring awareness to this center. He doesn't want to bring awareness to himself or to some other cause. It's basically you need to see what our people are doing. I believe in what our people are doing, and I think this is just what you want as a director of a nonprofit from a board of directors member for sure.
The center is planning on hosting an open house December 16th for the community to learn about what they do for children. WVU Medicine Camden Clark Medical Center will host a Be the Match stem cell screening opportunity for community members tomorrow at the Grand Central Mall. The event will be from 11 to 4 by Boot Barn and Books A Million. Today, Camden Clark held its Be the Match stem cell screening for employees as part of its Thanks for Giving Employee Appreciation campaign during November. Katie Drinks, an EMT at Camden Clark, signed up for Be the Match 10 years ago in Maryland and got a call in July about being a match for someone. Katie traveled to Cincinnati to donate bone marrow and saved someone's life in October. Katie said she's always wanted to give back to the community.
My family, they were all involved in the fire service when I was younger, so I just grew up around it and it was just a thing to do. I would say my career as a phlebotomist and an EMT, like knowing what I know now about the need for blood and blood products is, that was a lot of the reason why I did it. It feels good to help people.
If you are interested in donating your stem cells at the screening at the mall, you must be between 18 to 40 years old, and your donation is free. To learn more about the event, go to WTAP.com. Still ahead, we take you to Evergreen Christmas Tree Farm for our This Is Home feature.
Snow flurries made for a slippery afternoon as a cold front passed through the Mid-Ohio Valley. That's next.